What are we doing?
Going on a trip.
What are we doing on a trip?
We're going to get something. Go pick up a caravan.
Are you excited?
I am a bit, yeah. You?
Yeah, what time did you get up this morning?
Oh, 2:45 or something.
2:45. I must admit we were so excited that we didn't get much footage, but this is the second trip down to Stanwell Parks, which is about 2 hours away from our place in 2 days, where we picked up the van. Of course, the first trip down was to have a walk through the van and negotiate a price and figure out when we were going to come and pick up the van. We were looking for a van that had potential but we could use right away, and we loved that this van was neat and tidy and ready to go. Just waiting for us to put a few Phil and Karen touches on, and don't you worry, there will be a few Phil and Karen touches coming in future videos. And of course later in this video we're going to head to Bathurst for a shakedown weekend, and we can't wait to show you what happens there. Are you enjoying the drive?
Yeah, I've just been a bit cautious. New van on. A lot wider than what we're used to.
It is. So what's the back windscreen look like?
No, look, you can't see it. It's a caravan.
It's all white. We arrived home getting late in the day, and we were again so excited about showing off the van and getting it home that this is as much as I recorded. And quite frankly, we need to practice our communication skills when parking the van. Hello.
Hi.
In this video, it's a little bit different. What are we talking about?
Our new caravan.
And what did we do this weekend?
Took it away for its first trip weekend away, just to do a bit of a checkout.
I think they call them a shakedown trip.
Yeah.
If that's incorrect, let us know in the comments below, because we're relearning this caravan stuff. It's not our first double with caravanning, is it?
No, we've had one before, but been a while.
Yeah, and definitely not for two, and not quite this big. So what is this caravan, Phil?
It's a 20-foot Island Star Concorde.
And what year?
2006, we think.
Yeah,
Sure.
we keep debating it, but I'm pretty sure it's 6. So Phil said 5 or 6 and I said 6 or 8, so we're going with 6. How did you find it in general? And we'll get to some specifics.
Great, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
When we looked at it and bought it, we were sold pretty much straight away. It was everything we wanted in a van, but at a good price. So
A great price for what we got, really. Very, very blessed, and we are not taking for granted the blessing that we got. Okay, so before we talk about what's coming in the future, let's talk about this shakedown trip. So we went to Bathurst, which is about an hour and a half, just over 100 k's from where we live. It's a place that we know well. So how did you find driving and towing?
it's good. The drive west is over the mountain, so it's a bit windy and steep and that sort of stuff. So that was good to test it out, and that was fine.
A bit like where we brought it home from, really.
Yeah, a bit like where we brought it home from. We brought it up from the coasts up the mountain, up the escarpment. So, but I think this was a bit steeper climb.
Yeah, and it was also windy. How did you find that?
On the way out, it was super windy. Yeah.
So that was a good test for your your abilities.
And on the way home, it was just all uphill. So.
Yeah, and what about our beautiful BT50? How did it cope with
Fine.
this on the back of it?
Really good, and the fuel consumption was excellent. I wasn't sure how it was going to be, but it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, and Phil did a lot of research before we bought the car. We bought the car with the hope of sticking a van on it in the future, and the future came a little bit quicker than we wanted, but it has ticked every box the way that you'd hoped, hasn't it?
Yep. Yeah.
I've been having some amazing conversations or being spoken to about how great it's towing and how easy it pulls.
Yeah.
So we stayed at a caravan park this time.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
And it's just the screen's gone off.
Right.
And we elected to get an ensuite site, even though the van has an ensuite. Why do we do that?
Oh, just so we can check everything out and try it without having to see if it all worked.
Yeah, we haven't had a chance to like flush the lines or anything and make sure all the water was running properly, so we wanted to take it on a shakedown to see what needed to be done before we do our first big adventure, and this was really the only weekend we could do it, so we were going for a basic oversight really, weren't we?
Yeah.
And so we opted not to use the bathroom for this trip. We used the ensuite, which was fantastic. How did you find getting it into the caravan park?
Not too bad really. It wasn't a very big space, but for a big van we got in there quite well.
Yeah. Thankfully we got there before the people that set up opposite us, or it
Yeah.
might have been a bit tricky.
Might have been a bit more tricky. Yeah.
We watched a few other people with big vans over the weekend try and get in with people around them, and they had quite a bit of trouble in this. That would be my biggest negative about that site, was it was quite tight.
Yeah, yeah. But we got in all right. It was nice.
Yeah, and like because we've had a van before, we sort of know how to level and all of that. And what would be our takeaway now that technology's improved as far as us communicating now?
Oh yeah, to use the phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we're backing up and stuff.
Yeah, we just ring now, and it's really good because we neither of us know the van very well, so I'm able to get a bit of exercise and run from side to side and sort of suss things out and not have to try and yell, but just chat to Phil.
Yeah, I've got no cameras on the van yet, so that's one thing we'll be doing.
Yeah, Mr. Auto Electrician is on the job. This was a shakedown trip. For me, a shakedown trip was to live in the van. Phil, what did a shakedown trip mean for you?
Oh, just discover everything, look where everything is, and find out it's all hooked up and wired up, and yeah.
Yeah,
And I did, so that was good.
You did, and we've got a video coming. Probably the next video out will just be a solo video of me having a look around Bathurst and showing you some places that we quite like. But while I was doing that, Phil was doing a few other things. So, what did you start? What have you started doing on the van, and what did you discover that you'd like to do?
What did I start doing? Oh, I upgraded some of the power points to USB ones by the beds and stuff like that in the kitchen, just so we've got places to charge things.
Yeah, yeah. And you looked at solar and realised, like, it's got solar on it, but
yeah, it's aging. It's not big enough for what we'd like for longer term. So yeah, we're going to upgrade the solar and basically the whole 12 volt side will update.
Yeah, so
modernise it.
We'll sort of do it in phases, I'm calling it. So we're starting with phase 1 will be a bit of a conversion, so the current system can run a lithium battery. That's basically my understanding of what we're doing before our first big trip. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, as some of you may know or may remember, Phil does have a channel of his own that is been a bit inactive lately, and a lot of that technical stuff we're going to put over on his Phil Talks Tech. We'll show bits of the renovation side of it and the expansion, but the actual technical side of it and a bit more detail we'll put over on Phil Talks Tech. So we're going to bring you guys along. He knows what he's talking about in most of this stuff, so, and has a very technical mind.
We got to test everything out, all the hot water and the cooking and all those things, the fridge. Yeah, everything works, so that's good.
Yeah. And a bonus about Bathurst that we hadn't actually considered, and it is, a lot of them are fairly new because I've got family who live out there, is there's a King Supercentre, BCF and Anaconda within 400 metres of the caravan park. So technically, if you're feeling fit, you don't have to drive, or you're not buying anything big, you don't have to drive to get sourced there. And then just up the road you've got a Bunnings. So we were finding little things we needed to do, like when we bought the sockets, we got them cheaper in Bunnings at Bathurst than we would have down here. And we did a bit of running around. We might have bought stuff for future projects as well, because it was on special, but that was a really good thing because it meant that, like, we needed a hose for the grey water tank and we were able to source that.
Some hose fittings and things like that.
Yeah. So let's talk about being in the van for the weekend. Let's start with the bed. How did you find that?
Good, yeah, it's quite comfortable to sleep on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are going to put a bed topper on it though.
Yeah, we've sport with toppers. When you've had them on, I think it's hard to go back.
Yeah, so we're going to get a memory foam bigger topper, and but it was comfortable. It's long enough for me. That's always a bit of a question mark on a caravan bed, but it was great. So yeah, we're looking forward to doing that, and we've dressed it in a way that suits the van and suits us a little bit as well, just making the van home. We'll give you a van tour on us probably after or during our first big trip when we've lived in it a bit longer and stuff. Storage, we're still getting used to the storage.
There's plenty of it, we just got to organise
Yeah.
it.
Kitchen is great to use. We even entertained my sister who lives out at Bathurst last night, so we had 3 in here for dinner, and that wasn't too bad, was it?
Yeah, that was good.
As we finish up, what was it like to finally get a couple's van, I guess, and be in it? It was really lovely. We're really looking forward to that first long trip.
Yeah, when we actually have some real time.
Yeah.
The weekend's not long enough, really.
No, and it really
not to relax anyway.
No, because we did do other things and trying to keep, because you know we want to give you guys content and show you places around as well. It was a short trip, but it was just nice to start feeling our way around things, trying to understand what mornings look like, because we've got a morning person and a not so morning person. For you, Phil, you've said your towing was good. What do you reckon was a technical win?
Technical win?
So like just something that you think worked well. Oh, you've got your ratchet drill thing for the legs,
for the vent, just for winding the legs down.
And you've got that hydraulic. We've got a hydraulic.
Yeah, it's came with a hydraulic jack leg at the front, so that is really handy.
Yeah.
So
we left the site quite early this morning because we wanted to come back so that we could go to our church this morning. And we had to manually wind up the legs so that we didn't make quite so much noise with the ratchet drill, and one of the legs took a long time. We were warm enough, and it was really cold this morning. We've just got a little blower heater. There is an air conditioner up here, but it doesn't function real well on heat, does it?
No, it works much better on cooling, but...
So we just brought my office blow heater with us so far. Oh, and we got to barbecue. You brought a new barbecue and we had lunch outside. It was just pleasant enough to cook out and sit outside for a little while yesterday.
Yeah, it's pretty cold in Bathurst, isn't it? So winter, so it's not really outdoor weather, but it was nice yesterday afternoon.
Yeah. I know it was only 2 nights and really 1 day, 1.5 days. But what surprised you?
Oh, just looking at the van and discovering all the things, really. Some of the
Oh, yeah, what did you discover underneath it?
I wasn't sure if we had a grey water tank because there was an outlet that runs out, but I hadn't had a chance to get under because it was raining here when we pulled it home. So, and yeah, we do have a grey water tank, and the tap was just open. So.
And how many water tanks?
Well, 3 water tanks and a grey water tank. So it's quite a
Phil
bit.
was quite enamored by that.
That's a lot. That's more than we need. So.
Yeah. I can't say I've been surprised by too much at the moment. Probably how... Yeah, no, I can't say I've been too surprised by anything. Before we go, let's just have a look at our little list. So we do have a bigger trip planned where we will actually get to live in it for a little while.
A few weeks. Yeah.
Few weeks. So we've got a couple of things we'd like to do. As you can see, the cupboards have got these gold and cream buttons and handles. We feel like we want to change those.
Yep.
So Phil's going to probably do all the handles.
Start on them, yeah.
Start on the buttons. Maybe we might get all the buttons done. And then we've got some other stuff that we'll show you later, and we might even need your feedback on whether we're on the right track or not. We want to put a 12-volt USB in, don't we?
Yeah, just for off-grid, but some space for when we're on the off-grid. So
I guess as you can see, our plan is to try and get as off-grid efficient as possible before we do any really, really big trips, because we do have a couple of things on my wish list. And the biggest thing you're probably going to do before we go away is
put a diesel heater in, yeah.
Yeah. The blow heater was great, but again, we're looking for an off-grid possibility, and yeah, we just feel like that'll be a good thing. You might notice there's no table in front of us at the moment. I've just taken it off so we can sit together and be comfortable, but we are going to make some adjustments to the table.
Yeah. It's just a bit awkward. It's too high and too long.
Too long, so we've got a new tabletop for it.
Yeah.
We'll probably shorten the length.
Make it wider, not as long, and get the height right.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest things, and of course phase 1 of the solar are the big jobs we're going to do before we go. Regretting our decision at all?
No, not at all.
Not me either. Well, this was just our quick shakedown video. Bathurst was a great distance to go, wasn't it?
Well, I just wanted to like tow it over the mountain and check it out and that sort of stuff before we went on a big trip.
Yeah, because there's a bit of open road there.
Yeah.
Out there as well. So, and then we came home today and it was below 0 and there was fog and ice. And,
it was pretty horrible.
But
the van was the car was fine.
It was all good. We've got a few adventures coming up, and the channel will probably be a bit caravan travel focused for the next 12 months or so. That doesn't mean that we're not going back to Europe. That is always a dream and it's always on my agenda. But for now we're going to spend some time in Oz and explore Oz and take you guys along for the ride. If you've got some places where you love to stay, some free camps that you've tried that you think are absolutely amazing, let us know in the comments below. We're learning, we're basically new to this thing. It's been over 20 years since we had a caravan, so we would love to hear from you. As always, thanks for joining us. Travel brilliantly. Bye.
Done. Don't load this ute. No? Yeah. Do you want to leave the table there?
Yep.